Forgot to do the thing. Hi, it's me, Scott. I forgot to do the thing. Normally, I like turn on the video for a second, especially in the morning, just to make sure that I'm presentable and don't have toothpaste all over my face or whatever. But here we are. Hi, it's me. I think I'm ready to make an official announcement, and that is the subtitle joke, where I give myself a title and have a lower third. I think I was done with that joke after like 2 streams, and then somehow I don't know have forced myself through it, even though I don't know it was ever funny, but it definitely stopped being funny a long time ago. Bracklin said he would never watch the stream again if I got rid of it, I think. But Bracklin barely watches the stream anymore anyway, so what are you gonna do? So yeah, maybe new year, new me, going into the new year, if I ever stream on Twitch, it'll be time to just rethink things a little bit. So today, this is one of those streams that, well, maybe they're all like this. I was about to say, this is one of these streams that won't be interesting to anyone, but like, maybe none of them are. Because I need to just, I want to get into a habit here. In fact, I've gotten out of a habit that I need to get back into. So let's pick out some wallpaper and we'll talk about it. Documenting projects is really important for what I do for a lot of reasons. It's important for getting new work. It's important to say like, hey, here's a thing I did. So it has a kind of business benefit to say like, oh, there's a new project and that new project requires whatever skills XYZ. Oh, this is dramatic. It's kind of too dramatic. I think we go with it. And then I can say like, well, look, here's a project I did, so you know that I can do the thing that I say that I can do. And I feel like historically I've been okay about documenting projects. So let me just check it for a second. But I feel like I'm off my game a little bit. Last 2 years in particular, and I think I can blame a lot of things about that. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll blame some things. But really, I think I'm just off my game. You know, COVID made it weird. COVID made a lot of projects drag out for so long. Like projects that were supposed to be done got basically an extra year added to them in some cases. And so it just really slowed down things as far as documenting projects. Also, you know, we did the revamp of the site revamp, whenever that was. Maybe that was this year. Who can even say anymore? But I don't know. I'm just off it, and I'm off it in terms of. So yeah, there's that work part of it. There's also sort of the like preservation part of it to make sure that when I finish a project, I like put stuff where that stuff goes, so that in the future I can be sure that it is available. In case I need to revisit that project for whatever reason, just for like my own personal archiving, preservation, whatever you want to call it. And then also just, you know, I've said this before, but my portfolio is really for me. My portfolio is really like the way that I gauge what I'm doing and what I've accomplished. And you can see like, I've been trying to cram a few things in here, but it's pretty sparse these last few years. And I just added this recently. We finished this up. That's kind of why we're here. Yeah, so it's like, I look at this and it's like, have I not really only worked on 4 things since 2019? I only worked on 2 things in 2019. We're just a bit behind. So I have 3 children's museum projects to document, really 4 more broadly. And then the 4th one is that tech residency that had a ton of little sub projects. And so whatever, I'm just trying to, you know, tidy up. And I need to get into a habit of this. And I used to say that Friday was for that kind of thing, but then, you know, sometimes you get jobs or whatever, break the schedule. So I'm just going to try to get back into the swing of things here, just a little. And it's, I don't know that we'll accomplish a tremendous amount today, but sorry, I guess we'll check back here again. Just making sure that I do, in fact. Just have projects open that are, you know. Oh, why do I see King? You know. I don't know exactly when I picked it up. You know? I don't know. I don't know if you know. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I don't even know you. So, oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Working on stuff, and then it's very easy to accidentally leave secret commercial projects. Not even secret because it's like, oh, it's a big secret. It's just there's an NDA, and yeah, you gotta be careful about that stuff. So, okay. Anyway, back to this. So this was really just these were part of the studies that I did as part of that Children's Museum project. So this I did offline just to try to get started on some of this stuff. A thing that I'm really torn on at the moment. So this was all done with the new site, the new Nuxt.js site, which I am still pretty. I don't know. I don't know. I broadly, I think I don't actually like Nuxt that much. I think that's fair to say. Is that fair to say? It's okay, but I think I don't love it. Sorry, just looking for the right project. Interactive. Scott made this. Yeah, as I'm getting towards the end of the year and just needing to make sure that all projects where they're supposed to go, Git repositories are what they should be, just end of year cleanup. Anyway, this thing. Yeah, I think I just kind of don't like Nuxt very much. It's that same problem with all JavaScript stuff, where JavaScript is fundamentally bad, and there's just Band-Aid on top of Band-Aid on top of Band-Aid on top of Band-Aid on top of Band-Aid, ad infinitum, to try to make it less terrible. And those Band-Aids change all the time, and everything's so inconsistent and barely functional and whatever. So we got Nuxt working okay. There's definitely things about it that really make me not pleased. Like when I do, it's a static. I have it in its static site generation mode. How did this happen? On top of what? Get out of here. And to me, when you do a static site generation, you should just end up with a clean, tidy HTML output. But it still wants to be, it's still not that static. It's still like, I don't know. Maybe this is academic at a certain point, but it doesn't feel very static to me when it is dynamically loading a bunch of JavaScript data and injecting it. And all this crap. It's just all this stuff. And I get it. I know why they do that, but I also kind of don't get why they do that. Like if I'm loading all this stuff page to page, I guess the idea is to minimize what I'm actually loading and maybe even pre-download or pre-cache things. But I don't really want that. I mean, that's the browser can do that. The content of the page that is consistent from page to page, that can just be cached. Like whatever, JavaScript files, CSS files, that stuff, like just cache. The browser should cache that. It shouldn't be the responsibility of some JavaScript framework to do that. And most of my content is different from page to page. Like the stuff that matters is different from page to page. So load it every time. So I don't know. It makes me, I don't think 11t does that. Right? Is that true? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought when we did the, is this broken? I thought when we did this and we 11dfied it, it basically was like, it just outputted HTML, right? That's what which is what we wanted. We just wanted, hey, take these templates and make HTML out of these templates for me. Thanks. Like, that's what I want. I don't want a bunch of other stuff injected. I don't want that. So, and maybe Nuxt is just the wrong tool, even in static mode or whatever. So I don't know. There is a part of me that's kind of like, what's this? Oh, I guess these were just links inside. That's pretty weird. Requested an insecure element. What are you talking about? It's just a href. What? I mean, okay, well, whatever. So, that's pretty weird. Is it like trying to preload these or something? Or there's just links in here that are not fancy. Okay, anyway, but yeah, hopefully you get my point. Like, Nuxt just has so much cruft, it just looks gross. Like, the HTML output by 11t is like, okay, this is HTML. We did it. We created what I wanted, a static site. And then Nuxt is still just like, here's 37 JavaScript files. I don't know what you're doing. Here's a bunch of CSS files. I truly do not know what you're doing. I don't know why. I don't know why there are these. I don't know why. So it's not good. I know there's reasons for it, but eh. So that's one thing, is I kind of want to get rid of Nuxt. I don't think we're definitely not going to do that today, but maybe that's an early next year kind of project, because it's just, I'm not very pleased with it. It was kind of a hassle to get going. The biggest hassle was really just to get the content decoupled from WordPress. The Nuxt part of things, other than just fighting with stupid stuff, which is just how that's just how everything works with JavaScript. It was okay. It was stuff that was okay. So, I don't know. Maybe we take another pass at that, but probably not today. So, and then the other thing that I'm pretty on the fence about is, historically, I have hosted images on Flickr. And over time, that's kind of gotten worse and kind of gotten more annoying. This is not too bad because this compresses reasonably well, but of just them, oh, actually, that's because that's showing the original. So there's lots of stuff. It's just not the way things are done now in terms of showing, like this I actually am hosting locally, and it gets a ridiculous file name because thanks Nuxt, but it's scaling down. Anyway, so like I have a mix of some stuff that's hosted on Flickr. I have some stuff that is locally hosted. I kind of want to switch to everything being local, but then I need to do the work to do the transformations required on the images, which in my case is really just scaling. Everything else I would do manually. So, yeah, I don't know. And there's stuff that's just, like, this is kind of janky. I convinced myself at some point that I had to write my own carousel because I just didn't like any carousels, but I'm going to say it's a little janky. So that could use work too. So there's lots of work on the site itself, but just looking at the moment at documenting this particular thing. So this is actually already pushed. It's mostly fine. I didn't add this, and so one thing I was just considering, we did have this thing from Glitch. So just in terms of archiving the project, I kind of want to grab this. Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, how do I want to archive some of this stuff? This one's also weird too, because it was sort of like part of the broader tech residency project. So yeah, there's just, and then random stuff like this that's just hosted somewhere that I have no control over, really. I don't know. So part of the day, really, I guess a lot of the day is really just me thinking through what I'm trying to accomplish and starting to move forward with that as I catch up on documentation for the projects. So my strategy for stuff is usually, as I finish things, as I create things now, I make, like, totally separate from the source working files, I have the gallery files, and that's like for completed work. And so, and historically that has been a thing that I've manually synced or uploaded to a remote server with rsync, whatever. Recently, I think last year, I changed it to where that was hosted on B2. I think we did that on stream. And now I think what I have decided that I would like, what I like is to host it on the new NAS. Don't do that. That's weird. That's not what I wanted to do at all, actually. I don't want to view device web page. I want to actually see the network share. But okay, there it is. Weird. I don't know. That gonna work? Okay, I think that's correct. Yeah, so in here we have the gallery, for example. And so here's the gallery, back to the 90s, of everything I've ever made. And some of it is super not well organized, just like random things in the 90s. I don't even know. There's like stuff that was just, I don't even know when this stuff really dates to. But mostly since maybe 2003 or so, things are, there's at least an attempt to organize things. And these are things I'd like to refine over time. But right now I have it such that as I make changes to this share on the NAS, it will sync to B2, and then that is like available, an available backend for the site. So basically, this is the media content, videos, images, whatever, but they're all at their original resolution and so on. I have more recently kind of gotten into the habit of, oh, we have some conflicts already. Cool. Of, that's pretty weird. I think in consolidating this, things got a little wonky, but into the habit of making kind of a banner and a thumbnail for every thing. Like anytime I work on a thing, and I guess, so that's another thing that's annoying right now that I don't necessarily fully have a solution for, but I'm thinking about it, is the way this relates to the site front end. Sometimes stuff is directly linked, sometimes stuff is not. And so that's a thing over time. I probably want all of my media to come from the gallery. So I think this stuff can go away. And I think we're not actually using these things. I mean, in other words, I don't think we're actually linking to these things currently. So these are my gallery entries, and I always am really, I don't know. I have a hard time sometimes deciding about like case sensitivity and so on. Camfram isn't here for some reason, even though it should be. That could be a thing where it's like on my laptop and it's not synchronized actually, or whatever. Who knows? Like 2021 is not in good shape. 2019, we do have capitalization here. I changed over time my opinion on capitalization. There's probably old things we'll find. Like old things have very specific kinds of naming. But I don't actually like capitalization URLs is the thing. So we don't have to solve that problem right now, but it is a thing that I would kind of like to be consistent about, at least for the gallery. So this is the stuff, right? This is stuff that is, this is the content basically that is uploaded to Flickr. I mean, this, of course, yeah, I don't know. I realize it's not. This may seem like such trivial details, but you know, I've got 20 years worth of files, and I'd like to be thoughtful about, really more than 20 years at this point. Thoughtful about how they're organized and consistency. There's so many things in this realm in life, really, where consistency is potentially the most important detail. I don't like, I don't know. I don't like the way that looks. And again, it's actually totally kind of irrelevant right now because we are, oops. Well, that was weird. Did that just synchronize this as I deleted the old one? Where did that come from? Or is this like actually creature underscore AAO1, you know? Like, oops. There's lots of things that I have really rigid file naming for, especially in programming, but like stuff like this that is totally out of context files to be hosted on the web. And it is, in reality, there's no technical reason that I can't have spaces and underscores and, or sorry, spaces and capitalization, whatever, in a URL. Just not my preference. Like, where did this come from? This makes me feel like there's something wrong with the synchronization on the NAS. Like, why would it do that? Did it just re-download those? Because I thought I explicitly had it set to synchronize, like two-way sync. Which maybe I don't actually want. I think I actually want this as the source of truth, the canonical thing. So let me check that. So Cloudsync, launch Cloudsync. So the settings, we have a task list, and we have said for the settings for this task list, that's not right. So we have bidirectional sync on, but that's really should be upload local changes only. Don't remove files in the destination folder when they're removed in this first folder. I do. I think I want to say that this is canon, that we basically never really touched that remote version. It's essentially read-only to the world, except for changes made here. Like this should be the canonical thing. I thought I wanted bidirectional. I think I actually kind of do want bidirectional, but it seems like it wasn't working. So I think this is okay for now. Google backup seems to be going very suspiciously slowly. But I'm not going to worry about that right this minute. So, yeah, like I think that was a bidirectional sync issue. So hopefully we can just throw that away. Shouldn't have moved this, but oh well. Okay, so you know what I mean? Like spaces become underscores, nothing's capitalized, dashes separate sort of parts of a name. Let's go with this for now. I don't love it, but it's not really for human consumption. And again, right now, in this case, this isn't true across the board, but in this case, oops, these files don't exist or are not accessed. This is just purely storage at the moment. I think. Because I think I have copies of these things in the website, which is the thing I don't like. That is the thing I want to get away from, but pretty sure in the... However this terrible site works. The organization of this had to be so goofy to make Nuxt happy, but basically, in many cases, with the posts themselves, which maybe this is fine, that's a thing kind of to consider. But basically, I have this banner and thumbnail are sort of associated. They're in the site, so they're not pulling from here. But I think I kind of want that because they need to be whatever, scaled in this case. Really wish Windows had the Finder like hierarchical view where you could spin things out. Finder is definitely better than Explorer. This is awful. Like this terrible, what is this, the ribbon design? It's so bad. This is a horrible way to organize functionality. And I don't think Windows even has the concept of the like hierarchy view within a single directory. Finder is definitely better. Great. So if we do that, we just check over here and make sure that stuff is actually syncing in a way that makes sense. So that's not ideal, actually, but I think Backblaze is smart enough. I think, like, if you rename a file, it does that. B2 is smart enough. I don't actually know though. It depends on what it's using under the hood, I guess, to do the synchronization. Because it would be silly to be uploading a file that's already there just because the file name changed. But I don't know. I think the actual Backblaze utility, I think, is smart enough to deal with that. Okay, so creature should be called static. In here, that's kind of a mess. Somehow we don't have a cam param in 2021. And again, not that we need it. We're not talking to it, but I do just want this to be kind of the canonical I mean, if we had builds or whatever, I don't know. That's all managed on GitHub, and I think that's fine. Like the releases being hosted on GitHub, I think is fine. So that's okay. High score, similarly. High score, I'm okay saying is one word. Because we just made some goofball images for this, so let's just do this. And because I think I would eventually like to get to the point that when the site is built, it pulls these things from here. So these are still the canonical thing, and they're just not duplicated files. But for the moment, it's okay. It's okay. And just to make sure, I'm pretty sure we're not. Yeah, we have all their stuff here. Some of this, yeah, but this, it's so kooky. Like some of this stuff, yeah, this is hosted by me with a terrible Nuxt name. And then this is, these are all on Flickr. We really should make this less terrible. Really, the thing is, I should not have written a carousel. I don't even exactly remember why. I convinced myself that I needed to write a carousel, but who knows? Okay. And I did start some of the posts, at least, like some of the documentation. A thing that's not great, but I don't necessarily know that I have the ideal solution for, is and maybe I just shouldn't do this, but I think it Yeah, I mean, normally I've always had these designations, and maybe they're nonsensical, but they date back a long way. This idea of these like high-level categories for projects, and I still use that in projects. It's not used on the site because they're in the site, they are categories here, so they're not organizational categories, although maybe they should be. Maybe we should do that. Okay, and then the other thing to think about with this is the actual working files for this, like the actual project files for this particular part of the project that got split out of the residency studies, because that had its own repository. I don't really feel the need to make a repository for this. Although I think there's going to be some pieces missing here. Like, where is Creature C? Also, quick look, macOS. This is good. The stupid Windows preview pane, not great. So this is Creatures C, actually, it would seem. Or Creature C. Is that true? So there's A, B, C. So these are the layouts of Creature A, B, C. And then here's these other... Wait, what did I do with that? I just duplicate it? I just duplicated it. Okay. Well, sure. Those are the Illustrator files. The Maya files, we had the individual curves of these. The FBX and the MA for these. Don't think I kept for the other ones. Unfortunately. But let's see. I think we can find them. I can't find anything. In here. Okay, so it's gonna be a little goofy, but I think this is how it works. I think these are the FBXs. I don't think I actually kept the MA files. This must be Creature A. We're really struggling to view this FBX for some reason. Really trying hard. Why is it trying so hard? Unclear. I should have known better than to cram all those projects into one repository, but these were, I don't know, so there's so many like little one-off studies that... Are you serious? Just, can the stupid 3D viewer do it? Okay. That is indeed Creature A. That is indeed Creature B. This is indeed Creature C. Yeah, I think I just didn't even keep the MA files. Probably should have, but I didn't. So we have it for one, but not the other. And this is Curves A. So that was to make the Maya files. And then the substance files for the individual textures for Creature A and Creature B. So that would be all of these. Uh-oh. I think I did a move a second ago when I meant to do a copy. Let's just copy these for now. I didn't actually mean to mess up that repo. Also, we don't want that. We only want... Is this really true? Is this really what I used? That kind of doesn't sound right. In the Adobe Dimensions file, but I guess so. Okay, so we got to remember to revert some stuff there. And then we have, so these should actually be creature A. I kind of thought I re-exported these from Substance. Or maybe I didn't, because I ended up using Adobe Dimensions to do the renders, which was fine. It wasn't great. It was okay. Okay. Okay, so I think these were our texture exports. I don't know why we seem to only have... What channel am I missing here? Yeah, albedo for creature B. Where did that go? Who can say? Creature B, albedo transparency. Albedo? Albedo? Should be 4 textures in there. Maybe 4 textures in here. Maybe 4 textures in here. Your AO weird? Where's the AO for C? Did I not use the AO for C? Why not? Why would that be true? Also, I guess I didn't save the dimensions files, which isn't that big of a deal because I really just dragged them in. But maybe dimensions doesn't use AO, and that's why I didn't do the thing. Okay, but I think this is all of the working files now, and then this was just kind of the color correction. And then this is what went into Illustrator. So it's basically like start in Illustrator, go to Maya, go to Substance, go to Adobe Dimensions, not pictured, and then go back, then go to Photoshop, then go back to Illustrator. So it's kind of a roundabout thing, but I think this is the... I think this is the deal. So for that, we want to go to... Is that a job or a project? Good question. Put that in the vault. I haven't done this yet. We'll have I think it's a project. This is stuff that I have on hard drives that I haven't consolidated to the NAS, but it's going to be like project archive, and it's going to be from 2020, and it's going to be static. And it's going to be... creature studies. This is fine. So we'll move this here. It's hard to say, like, is this a sub part of the tech residency project and it really should be an interactive? Like, I don't know. As long as I can find it, it's not that big of a deal. So up to here is fine. And then sometimes it's just a little hard to decide. How to deal with that stuff. And then this stuff was in a Unity project, and that's what we were actually pushing, but we didn't really use it, right? I think we dropped it in Unity and kind of tried, but then decided no. So, okay, so this seems okay. So I'm a little nervous about this because this now means it's like only existing on the NAS, but the NAS says that it is healthy and it is currently in the process of uploading every single thing to Google. So is it safe? I don't know. I haven't moved my like full history of projects and jobs yet. I don't really want to do that until we're in good shape. Uploading to Google. Our upload got really slow, which is making me a little worried. Like, is Google messing with us? Is Google being a jerk? We turned off the bandwidth stuff, right? So I don't know. It's just it's extraordinarily slow, in fact. It's only 1.5K up. And it doesn't really give me very much insight into what a current task is doing. So we can see that I resumed a task this morning. I guess let me double check that I didn't. I don't have this enabled, so I don't think I'm throttling it. I wouldn't have been throttling it that hard anyway. So, I mean, it wouldn't really surprise me if Google was rate limiting, but I don't know how I would know that. Individual users can only upload 750 gig a day. Cannot upload additional files. What about speed? Like, it's just stunningly slow at the moment. So did I upload too much? I've not uploaded 750 gig in a day. So why? I mean, yeah, this is very fast. I mean, it basically seems like it has stopped for me. So does that mean I hit a limit? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, the upload is almost non-existent right now. Although this little viewer seems to be broken. So how do I add this little health monitor? Resource monitor? Is it telling the truth? Is resource monitor a liar? Excuse me. Excuse me, please. Good heavens. Okay. Oh my gosh, Viraj, what is going on? Did I just scare you by sneezing? It wasn't even that loud of a sneeze. How's it going? Oof. Okay, is this a problem? Is it like a concurrent upload thing? I don't know, man. Seems broken. I'm doing okay. 700 up would be great. One day I will have good internet. My down is okay. I get close to a gigabit down. My up is a joke, but by Comcast standards, it's good, I guess, because their uploads are the worst. Okay, actually, this is a question. Should I be using Cloudsync to do this, or should I be using Hyper Backup? I think I should be using Cloudsync. Like, I think I'm doing the right thing. Because we could do... Huh. I think I want Hyper Backup. Pretty sure I want Hyper Backup, not Cloudsync. I unfortunately cannot edit these tasks. I'm just doing kind of spring cleanies kind of stuff, like documenting some projects, tidying up things. It's like spring cleaning, but it's in the winter. Wait, don't do that. Wait, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I just did something bad. I'm gonna... Wait, it won't even let me suspend it. So it seems like something's wrong. I don't know, man. Something feels like it's wrong with this. It won't let me suspend. I'm gonna do discard this task. Maybe that was a bad idea. We'll see. Who knows? I'm probably breaking everything. What is spring cleaning? Spring cleaning is just like it's an American expression, I guess. It just means like in the springtime, you know, you've been indoors, it's time for the world to come back to life again, and so you're supposed to clean up. Maybe it's not just American, it's an English expression, I guess I should say. So, what is the history of spring cleaning? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe it dates back forever. Who knows? Maybe it goes back thousands of years. The idea is that you like clean your house top to bottom in the springtime. It talks about the UK, so it's not an American expression. That was silly to say. It's an English one, but it looks like there's like ancient Iranian festivals shaking the house. So it seems like Jewish tradition. So anyway, the expression spring cleaning. I guess this is maybe what I think of. It's sort of like okay. It seems to have existed all through history, so. But I'm doing the winter version of it. Am I not making any sense? The history of housekeeping. You know, just means in springtime, you clean up. You could do a summer cleaning. For whatever reason, I don't know. People don't talk about summer cleaning. People always talk about spring cleaning. What do we want to do here? Just so we archive this at all. So, okay, I was just, and I'm also like going through a process. I've got a new network attached storage. So I'm like in the process of moving tons of information there and so on and so forth. So I may have just made a terrible mistake. I have a big scary alert right now. I have a very scary alert, but hopefully it does the right things. Because I've got like 20 years of projects and files and so on. 25 years maybe. And so just trying to keep things tidy. So I think we want this dumb thing. Hopefully it all fits in this file. I don't think we actually use the style sheet, do we? So it's not that important, but I think I just want to grab this thing. Can I do that? Can I download just a file? That's wrong. Yep. George, how have you been? Is it you done with school? Are you on a break right now? What's the situation? Okay, is this really gonna work? Probably not. Gonna be mad for some dumb reason. Let's just try. What? What? It wouldn't let me write to a file on the NAS? That's scary. Why would that be true? Maybe I've done something horrible. Well, it seems okay now, so who knows what I was doing. Anyway, so let's grab this. Let's do this. Let's just for kicks do this. This isn't important, but you know, I want to try to archive things. That was not right at all. That was not even a little bit right. Why did that happen? Did that not open in the place that we are? Where did this run the server? That doesn't seem right. Okay, you're mad. UNC paths are not supported, defaulting to the Windows directory. Well, that's dumb. That's dumb, but okay, anyway, it works anyway. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we stored this somewhere. It's not very important. I don't think I want to stick it on the site. Or do I? It was just a simple little study, so I think not. So let's delete it off Glitch, because I feel like Glitch is... it's such a mess now. I don't know if you can delete things on Glitch. I guess we can archive it. Glitch is kind of a mess. So what is archived here? I actually really don't like... we don't like it when services won't let you delete things. I actually hate that. I hate it when you're not allowed to delete things from the internet. Not cool. That's not the same as delete, Glitch. I don't like that. That's not cool. It's actually decidedly uncool to not let you delete things that you put on the internet. Bad show, Glitch. Thumbs down. Thumbs down to Glitch for that situation. Okay, I feel like I've ruined my backup. Not good. Oh, why is everybody talking to me? Sorry, getting messages. Okie dokie. Anyway, what are we doing? Who even knows? So, one day we need to clean up Glitch because there's just so many like half-started whatever projects, and it's really stupid that you can't delete them. It makes me want to delete my whole account. But I have some things that are like workshop-y things that I think delete, like link there specifically. So, not ideal. It's not ideal. You're making me mad, Glitch. Okay. Anyway, so that is that project archived. Kind of the next one, really we should do the Children's Museum stuff. Like for real, we should do the Children's Museum stuff, but I don't want to right now. I do need to get some images from them of the actual humans using things, so I think I'm gonna hold up on that right now. So maybe the next thing I sort of want to do is that sphere, the sphere studies. Also have to decide if I want to delete my Instagram account. Sure hate Facebook, but these, which we probably can't even look at without logging in, so dumb. We have these old sphere studies too that never got documented. How many projects, just rando projects that... Shut up. You want to let me scroll your page without logging in? I don't want to. We have a couple leaf motion studies. So Some kaleidoscopic studies. But these two are the ones I'm actually thinking of because they were the kind of like, I don't know, spherical studies, whatever you want to call them. One was the super formula, and one was that Paul Bjork. Ads. Wait, did you see ads for me? I didn't do it. Twitch does it. I have no agency. I'm sorry. Was it a good ad? Was it for the great taste of Coca-Cola or something like that? New items, creator updates. Oh, Christmas ad to try to get you enjoy Christmas. Are you celebrating the holidays? Are you with your family? What's your late December plans? Yeah, I think I want these spherical studies. And I think we want to just kind of tear these out of the Unity project. I think. Because I have another project. You love Christmas. Awesome. What are you going to do for Christmas? I think we want to maybe we just make a new Unity project for these, like tear them out of the tech residency stuff. I don't know. You don't get gifts. Aw. Buy yourself something nice for Christmas. I'll pick out a present for you. I should pick out a present for myself for Christmas. What am I going to give myself for Christmas? How about some stainless steel self-drilling tech screw assortment? Or tech screws. 410 screws. Self-tapping sheet metal screws. I don't know. I feel like my last few purchases of Vigru did not go well. Okay, yeah. I'm going to give you a gift for Christmas. I'll sing you a song. Grease fittings. Wow. Harbor Freight coupon. I do want a... I feel like the thing I want costs more than $10. I don't even know what this is, actually. I don't know what a Harbor Freight inside track. I don't know what that means. That's in-store and online. 30% off. Limit 5 in-store, limit 1 online. What does it take to be an inside? Do you have to pay money? I don't want to pay money to Harbor Freight. I just want tools always, but I do kind of need a step bit. I don't super need one, but I kind of need one. Sort of. Christmas savings on this step drill bit set, and it's $9.99. So does that mean I also can use the coupon for another 10% off or whatever it was? What was it? $30% off all items $10 and under. 30% off. The problem is I need a step drill bit that goes up to at least 1 1/4, if not 1 3/8. So these are probably terrible bits, but I think I'd be okay with that. But they're not sufficient for what I need. This is $10. It was $13.99. It's 28% off, and then I think you get basically another $3 off if you bought it. Problem is this is not what I need. It's also funny that it calls these titanium. Pretty sure these are not solid titanium. Titanium coated high-speed steel. Yeah, makes a That makes a bit more sense. Sounds sounds funny when they just say, yeah, this one at least has titanium coated. Like, this one would be okay. I mean, well, whatever. They're not very expensive. I don't need to use it a lot, so it's not like I need exceptional quality. But it'd be nice to get to use the coupon. But I can't. I can't. Dollars and cents. $9.99. Because just how we do things in America. I always add 99 cents so you psychologically feel like this is less than 40. It's dumb psychology, but seemingly works. And then, of course, you end up paying shipping and tax. But in Portland, we don't have sales tax. In Oregon, we don't have sales tax. Most U.S. states have sales tax, but not in Oregon. Yeah, I wish. Why isn't this one on sale? Why isn't there Christmas savings on this set? Because this is what I actually need. I mean, it's only $17, so it's not that bad. They don't look very high quality. This fluted one maybe looks a little better, but it also costs much more, obviously. I just want one that goes to 3/8. I don't know why they... Why can't I just have a single 3/8? It only looks like 3/4. $0.01? I mean, honestly, basically nothing. Like, in the US, it's funny. I think Canada got rid of pennies, right? Like, I think Canada got rid of pennies, basically. Is that true? I think I remember that being true. Yeah, so Canada is phasing out the 1 cent piece because it's worthless. Like, it just doesn't actually mean anything. And they basically just rounded everything to 5 cent pieces, I think. We should do that in the US. There's no reason for us to use pennies. Pennies are basically useless. I'm sure that lobbyists are trying to keep them alive. But yeah, one cent is worth nothing. You can't buy anything that costs 1 penny. It has no value, basically. I think the metal materials that it takes to make a penny costs more than a penny. It's just, they're basically trash. No, I don't think normal candy machines cost 25 cents. Sometimes maybe you'd still find them for 10 cents or 5 cents, but yeah, nothing. I don't know what costs a penny. I don't think anything costs a penny. Maybe you've a really old gumball machine. But basically, United States, I'm trying to think of anything that even costs less than if you're buying like 1 screw or something, maybe that's 10 cents. It's just, there's not very much stuff that costs less than 10 cents here. Yeah, 25 cents is pretty common. You can find some things that cost 10 cents, but 1 penny? Maybe if you're buying something in insane bulk, but then you're not really paying a penny anymore anyway, because you're buying it in crazy bulk. Okay, so yeah, I don't quite know what to do. I think I just want to pull that stuff out. What version of Unity is this project currently? I just should have been more thoughtful. The total value of my room? Like in this room, in my office? There's nothing crazy expensive in here. I don't really have that much decoration. It's not in here in my office in particular. I mean, I've got a fair amount of like equipment that I use for work and stuff, tools, things like that. Probably the most expensive thing in this computer is expensive in this room is this computer, and it wasn't even that expensive of a computer. My laptop is not in this room right now. My laptop was more expensive. I don't know. Probably every single thing I own in this apartment. All my clothes, every single thing. If I had to replace everything, if it all, yeah, lights, computer, monitors, if I count my whole apartment, bed, clothes, everything, maybe $10,000. That doesn't even sound right, really. Maybe $10,000. Maybe 15 or something. I can't think of anything I have that is crazy expensive. I mean, the computer, this computer, it would be more expensive to buy a new one, of course. This computer was maybe like $1,500, so that was $1,500 just for the computer. The couch was close to $1,000. Like, I don't know, let's say $15,000 to replace every single thing. Well, it's not a single room. I'm talking about my whole apartment. If it was just this room, I'm literally in a closet. My little office is a closet. So this is probably, I don't know, let's say $8,000. But it also has all my, this is where I work. So it has all my work stuff too. Okay, this room, I don't know, $8,000? Because there's lots of like tools and equipment and whatever that are for work. Yeah, let's say 8,000. I don't even know. 7,500, let's say. Nothing in here is crazy expensive. I don't really own anything that is super expensive. Probably my laptop is the most expensive single thing that I own. Trying to think of anything they have that's more expensive than that. I would like to get a new, more expensive computer. But I want to buy a house next year, and so I'm trying to not be too fancy. Oh, well, I think a lot of I've got like this toolbox down here, and I've got all my tools, and I've got like all my electronics equipment and whatever. I really got work stuff in here, so I don't know. This could be a few $1,000s probably. Well, this is just a $20 light. This is not fancy. This is just and I think I got it really cheap. I think I got it on sale, so that wasn't very expensive. I don't know. This room is not very fancy. The only reason I put it that high is just because it does have lots of like electronic parts and components and things for projects in it, but I'm looking around trying to even think of what is actually very expensive in this room, and really nothing. Like, the computer tower is the most expensive thing. Do you mean actual neon, like neon gas lights, or just like RGB LED lights? Because actual neon gas lights would be much more expensive. Yeah, RGB lights. So I have these, these like off-the-shelf kind of Wi-Fi controllable lights. That's what you're seeing back here. I do also have a lot of LEDs. I just don't have them. I use them for projects. I don't have them really used for decoration. I could. I was thinking of making something to put back there because it's just kind of boring up there. Okay. What were we actually doing? We were trying to figure out what version of Unity this project was. Project version 2020.3. Really? Wow. Strips. Well, I don't buy the stuff. I don't buy the um, whatever nanoleaf expensive crazy stuff. I just get most of the actual LED components are the same, right? They're from the same factories in China, so you can just get. You can just get the cheap strips from Amazon and then cut them up if you need to, and then just plug them into an Arduino or something. So I have lots of like RGB strips. That's just white. That's not even RGB, but just strip for projects and stuff. And then you can just build the stuff yourself to control them. So that's like if the raw materials are not expensive. You can pay infinite money and buy nanoleaf, which is crazy. They're way expensive. Like, this stuff is way too expensive. This stuff, so expensive. Almost $200 just for some panels to put on your wall. Not into it. I'm not into it. It's too expensive. Just go to I mean, I could, or I could 3D print, like, you can sort of make your own. I could just, people do it all the time. They just kind of 3D print their own, make it with 3D printers. So this is somebody who just did their own with 3D printing. I've printed diffusers for some of my lights. You can just print with white PLA. So it can be, if you want to take the time to make it. I just don't really want to. I don't really want to make my room better. I mean, it's not quite my aesthetic. I should maybe decorate in here a little bit, but I don't know. RGB LEDs all over the wall is not really my aesthetic. A little mood lighting is fine, but I don't really want like LEDs all over my walls. I like this dodecahedron though. Okay, so we were gonna let's just do this. Let's just make a new. What is that thing called? The movement. The movement of the spheres. Wasn't that a? Isn't it an orchestra or opera or something? What am I thinking of? Musica Universalis. Harmony of the Spheres. Let's call it Spherical Studies for now. How about that? And we'll just make a new Unity project, I guess. And we'll just call it Spheres for the moment. Maybe that's what we'll do in the end, is kind of like break apart all of the residency studies out of that single project and do some documentation on them in the process. kitchen. What do we need? We need VFX graph. I think that'll install Universal Render Pipeline. Maybe it won't. Just don't really remember exactly how we did this stuff. I don't really remember. I mean, we want to do it differently is the thing. I think. Okay, will this not work? Use shader graph also. I know, it's not a very exciting background. We could do more, but I don't know. I want to buy a house in a few months, so I don't want to go too crazy in here, but I could at least hang something on the wall back here. Or hang some more tools. That's my decorating strategy, is we just need more tools. So, what we want to try to do, what I should have done, is, so what did we do? We had spherical harmonics and we had super shapes. I unfortunately really don't remember. Particle sphere was different. I think it was these two. Spherical harmonics and super shapes. Maybe through some miracle these will sort of function. I don't have a great deal of confidence, but okay. What's your problem? This actually kind of rings a bell. What was the issue here? Didn't we run into this? Hidden VFX spherical harmonic system, output particle quad. I just don't really remember. It's been a long time since we looked at this stuff. But I want to say there were like two... Right? This is ringing a bell. Wasn't there some issue? How did we get around this? I don't remember. This really feels like a thing that we ran into and then did what about it? What did we do about it? It's just some conflict with really. Oh, right. I remember. It's because we need. Right. We just need to be universal render pipeline, right? We need to. Obviously, it's. Quality and what? Graphics. Okay. That make you happy? No? It feels very likely that we forgot some other thing as well, but there it is. Okay. What did we do wrong? Something is wrong. Okay. That was the spherical harmonics one. That doesn't quite seem right. Maybe I messed with this file. Shoot. Probably did. Probably messed with it in the project, which I should not have done. Should not have made any changes in there. Oops, don't look at that. Secrets. Nothing too secret, I think. I think some of that stuff's announced. I hope. So, we really want to not have any changes to this. What did we actually make changes to? Who can say? Okay. Maybe we resettle that. Who knows? So let's try this. And let's try this. Nope. Let's try this. And hopefully it is just spherical harmonics. And what? No, it's spherical harmonics, and I think it is super shape. Let's try this. Copy. Place. Go here. Reload. Okay, that seems more like it. Not perfect, but it seems more like it. And we did capture this, but of course we probably captured it square for Instagram and whatever, right? And we probably didn't keep those. Probably didn't keep that, but maybe I did. I actually have no idea. Maybe it's on my laptop. Pretty pretty. Okay, so that one is functioning. This one still doesn't really look right. Did I break something else? Okay, the reference script on this behavior, game object main camera, is missing. So we're missing a script. So what script might that have been? I don't really want to open that other project. Oh. Probably like a... I don't know. Maybe we have to open it. I don't want to, but maybe we have to open it. Probably a script that I had in another scene, and then I brought it in because maybe we were actually moving the camera around. And okay, well, let's just see. So that was an older version of Unity. But... I just realized I forgot to eat breakfast. It's kind of weird. Not normally a thing I would forget to do. Anyway, we won't go too much longer in here. I just want to like get the basics of this figured out and just start roughing in the spheres. You know, something like that. It's supposed to be Markdown file. Obviously. Oh. Get over here. What are you doing? Who even knows how to serve this? slow. I don't know. I think I want to fire next. Maybe we do a stream where we just see what we can do quickly with 11T on the new site. Like, in general, our templates should work, etc. I mean, we did do a little bit of fanciness, but not that fancy. So yeah, there's some things that we started. This stuff is the real stuff we have to finish. I just need to get more photos. So we have the spherical studies. Still waiting for that thing to open over there. That's fine. And it does feel like the footage. Okay. Why does this look so much better? What am I missing? Am I missing like the post-processing? Right? Like, doesn't all look better? Is it the number of particles? The capacity here is 4 million. We spawn based on the resolution. Something not correct. 4 million spawn based on the resolution. Is there some script, some other script that's missing? We do have the spherical harmonics profile here. Is that not working here? It must be. If you turn off the depth of field, turn off the depth of field here. If you turn off all of the post-processing here, that's what it looks like. If you turn off all the post-processing here, that's what it looks like. So something is very different. Resolution is 1024 there. I mean, we copied this directly over. How could this be any different? What? Is it the particle? Like, is it the material is actually wrong? We're using default particle here with no custom shader or anything. Default particle here. That's the scale. It's just really dramatically different. You know, like something is right. What? Camera casing. Like it should be the same. We just copied it over. So what is different? Is it something different with 2023 point? Is it like something with the quality settings or something that are different? That wouldn't really make much sense to me. Like, why does it look so different? And even the volume just feels really, really different. Right? Like the nature of how, yeah, so something feels very off. But what could it be? It doesn't seem like there's anything else. Okay, we didn't make a render pipeline settings here, so that could explain something. VFX default resources, default particle noise. I don't think we're using that though. But this, maybe there's something else in here that is different. That changed something. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Uh-oh. Did that make us lose something? Oh yeah, because we lost the meta file. I shouldn't have copied over the meta file. Of course. Of course. Well, this might be a slightly more annoying problem to deal with then, actually. Probably should have just copied over the... copied over the old project and deleted what we didn't need. Actually, might have been the wiser choice. But let's try this real fast and see if this makes any difference. Quality. That doesn't use an asset. Okay. It still doesn't look the same. It looks better. Right? But it still isn't. It just has a different feel to it, kind of. Maybe have HDR on in one place and off in the other or something, like... Right? Like, just the baseline is different. Is it something about the... Turn off post-processing for a second, just to see what our... So those seem believably the same. Vignette. DOF. Those seem about right. Photochromatic aberration. Photochromatic aberration. So Bloom just has a very different feel here. So you have intensity, threshold. There's something about the way the Bloom renders different. Is it an HDR thing? We have HDR on is there. We just copied this over. We have HDR on. I mean, why is it so... Like, the Bloom has a really different kind of character to it. Maybe there's just some other setting. Okay, well, I didn't want to do this, but let's just do this just to... I just don't want to fight, like, trying to resolve two projects, so we'll just do this and delete what we don't want, so we know that we have something apples to apples-ish, I guess. Hopefully that didn't copy the get, because get would have been up a level, I think, hopefully. The get history. Although, what is all of this? What is all of this? Let's just all be library stuff. Didn't really need to copy over a library, because we... Okay, don't do it. Try this again. Yes, delete the 7 trillion files you just made. Unity loves to make files. Just loves it. Okay. We have spherical studies, Unity. Let's go here. Unity. Residency studies. Let's not copy... What do we actually want? Assets? At all? I forgot. We don't want library. Project settings we do potentially want. I think. Okay. Wait, that was wrong. That's not where that goes. Get out of here. Assets and project settings. Is that enough? Is that enough to get Unity to do it? Let's try it. They're both set to Windows. I guess that's something I should have paid attention to if one was Android or not. But let's just try. Let's see how it looks. Okay, we break every single thing. Or this is just... I don't want to be in safe mode. Oh, I probably needed the packages, JSON or whatever, right? Or wherever they store that. Right, that's probably a thing I actually did need. What's that gonna do? Break every single thing? Who knows? I used to have a cellular telephone, but I don't know where it is. So, guess I don't have one anymore. You can do it, Unity Package Manager. In fact, actually, now that I say this, don't we probably have some start of some of this stuff and it's just not kind of where and how we want it. We probably have in here, I did post at least some of the studies. In fact, I seem to have them duplicated. We have some content related. I mean, they're all videos, right? Is that the thing? Or not all videos, some are. I don't know. I don't know what number any of these are. That one took so much work and it just was never good. It's just never any good. Oops. Just thinking we could quickly pick one we like. Just a thumbnail. How about that? Is this actually open? Probably unhappy. We'll see. Whoa. Maybe we should close this and reopen it, because I feel like it probably broke it. Broke it badly. Okay, because we want to do... why did I say Gotta stop it. Gotta stop with the knows. I wanted to move that, not delete it, or not copy it. The one time I actually did want to move, and it didn't. What do we call this? Spheres thumbnail? Oh, what was the extension? Is it JPEG? I would prefer thing. Let's just do this for now. Ignore errors. Ignore all errors. Great. What errors? Did this screw up enough that we Oh, we have the asset. So what happened? Did we lose? I should have opened this and not this version of Unity. Just didn't want to copy 7 trillion tiny files, Probably gonna go through this and it's gonna look wrong again, because I changed 2 things at once. Cardinal sin. What's your problem? What's wrong? What's wrong, friend? Yeah, I feel like we're setting ourselves up for failure. There's going to be something else that's wrong, probably. But we'll see. I should have made the copy, opened the copy in 2019.4, deleted all the other stuff, made sure it was all good, made sure it was all functional and standalone and so on, and then maybe update it. Maybe. Okay, so this has the same thing. Looks extremely broken and also stupid. I don't care about Unity Collaborate. I could not even. I don't care about Unity Collaborate. I don't ever want it in a project ever. I'm so glad they're throwing it in the trash, because it was always trash and it belongs in the trash. So the fact that Unity is putting it in the trash where it belongs is great news. Get out of here. Now what? Search database. I don't even know what that is. So let's remove it. We're gonna go through this and it's gonna still be broken, right? That's what's gonna happen? It's my prediction for you. Now I can't remember. Is this what it's supposed to look like? I think not. I think it was more like an extended... Wasn't it more extended? Or is this the amount of extended it was? Vertically extended, I mean, like... Maybe this is right. Is this right? I would maybe believe this is right. It was just like the extreme hot spots on this top and bottom. Allowance post-processed. Let me do... Oh no, we don't know. Okay, so you can, yeah, like really extreme. So I think it isn't there yet. I think it's not there. We also have like, looks like I have grain on. I turn the grain off? Why isn't the grain on? Maybe the grain helps? Quite grainy. We never get back to a circle anywhere in here, right? That would make it easier to know what's going on. But I don't know. I feel like even though we're fading here, really feels like the contrast of sort of that rim glow, that extreme glow around the rim just doesn't feel right. I mean, probably we were doing it as some giant square, right? Like a 2K square or 1080 by 1080 square? I would guess. That's probably what we were rendering. And we just don't have that crazy contrast, right? But I like that crazy contrast. I mean, maybe it is a very minor difference. Maybe it basically is identical. It's just not quite the same. It just doesn't get as hot. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's actually better. Maybe no one would ever know but me. But I would know. I would know for sure. It still seems like the grain is somehow more intense here. I wonder why the grain was turned off. Okay, well, I think we're gonna call it okay. However, the other one is the one that was extremely broken, right? So there's this one, and there is not that one, these super shapes. And this one just doesn't seem right at all. And I don't know what I broke. I don't know why that's turned off. Is that supposed to be on? Like, what have I broken here? I don't really want to redo this. And it kind of looks like, was I doing this on purpose? Position map. Because in this one, we were calculating all the positions. I really don't remember. It's not that. I don't know where the lead motion studies were. Maybe they weren't even in this project. This was just a kaleidoscope, I think. No, I don't know what we're doing here. Looks like some sprite problems, some material problems. What's going on here? What are we doing? I think that was some kind of oscilloscope, I guess. I don't know why all these things are broken. I mean, okay, let me just think for a second with my brain. Like the spherical harmonics, we definitely did the work to do the math in the VFX graph, right? The super shapes, I don't exactly remember what we were doing. Like, why did we need the position map? Why weren't we just calculating all of the positions? Maybe we didn't do that. But it's a bummer because I don't really want to get this one. I don't really want to try to get this to work again. Like, what did we do wrong? Is it the animator? Because, I mean, it seems like it's doing the thing. It just seems extremely wrong in terms of the numbers we're feeding. Maybe there were ranges or something. I mean, did we verify? This is probably broken in the version, like, as pushed, right? This is probably actually just broken. That's too bad. I mean, I like the spherical harmonics one more anyway, but it would be nice to do the super shape binder. I don't really remember what. Actually, I don't know why that's not. Why isn't this active? I mean, kind of assume it was off for a reason. Just, it feels like these numbers are way out of range, you know? Like, something is just way off. Also, the particles seem huge. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe we had some, like, maybe that binder is bad news. But the, so, like, is the math right? And it's just, that kind of looks right, and it's just the ranges are wrong or something that are coming from the animator? I mean, because I think these are supposed to operate within a very tight range, right? Like, and I thought we had, I mean, we clearly wrote an animator that was supposed to go through and animate these. And this looks like a pretty tight range here. So I'm a little bit at a loss as to what could have. I don't really understand this. I don't remember why that. Don't remember why that is like that. Because it seems okay, kind of, when you operate within. Okay, a way we can test is with that. We can use some of these and put in some of these values, I think. So, for example, it says M is 7. N1 is 0.2. N2 is 1.7. Oops. N3 is 1.7. A is 1, B is 1. So that looks correct. So we're not animating A or B, right? We kind of decided that was a bad idea. Vaguely, sort of, semi, kind of, maybe remember that A and B you just shouldn't touch. Wow, we did A up to 4. But isn't that what blows things out? Like if you mess with A and B? I mean, but it's in here, so that's the part that's pretty confusing. Okay, just for kicks, what if we don't mess with A or B? That vaguely rings a bell, like, don't mess with A or B. Could be totally wrong, but kind of rings a bell. So M going that high seems not right. Also, what was the script that was on the camera that we lost? Oh, it was for VR. This is just bad. This is just not very good. And it feels like it's from the wrong direction. Right? It just doesn't even feel... Sort of everything about it feels wrong. It's like it's oriented the wrong way, and the number ranges just feel... bad. But I don't know. I don't know what we did. They like M50 seems way too high, sort of, but who knows what numbers we have. I mean, we did this. We ran it and it was okay. And we recorded it and whatever. Maybe I played with it more after the fact and really broke it. But it was a thing that functioned at one point in my memory. We have some video evidence that it did at one point at least kind of function. Like, I don't know. Maybe I messed with the ranges one day and pushed the ranges, gave them crazy values or something. It's hard to even sort of pretend that I remember what I was saying. Good grief. Like, spherical harmonic assets we pushed. We had this animator in here, at least as of this time. Wait, that was spherical harmonic. So when did we push? So there was like an initial push. So that may just mean we never had the... Oh man, I don't want to go dig through the videos and try to figure out what I was doing. Update interval. I mean, those are the numbers. Those are, in fact, the numbers. I guess it's possible something could have changed. Well, I'm trying to decide how much I care. I'd care less if I knew we had captured. Problem is, yeah, I think our captures are dumb, which is annoying. I think they're like Instagram-y captures, you know? Also, our hyper backup still says canceling, so that has me worried. Why is the hyper backup stuck on canceling? Did you hear my stomach growl? Oh my gosh. Hmm. That's not giving me a great deal of confidence. Scary. I feel like I have to restart it. I don't want to. I don't want to restart it. That's a bummer. Hmm. The thing is, I don't know. Man, it's a bummer. Bummer. Guess I'm gonna restart. I shouldn't have to restart. What an outrage. I don't even know how. Oh, shoot. Restart. Man, no, I don't want to restart, but I feel like you're making me. The system's backing up. To stop the package, please suspend or cancel the running backup task first. I can't. Bummer. Yeah, should I do this? Listed above. What do you mean above? Oh, use this. Ugh, man. I don't want to. I want the thing to work as advertised, is what I want, but that just doesn't happen in technology. Nothing ever works properly, of course. Well, shucks. I don't know what to do. I guess I shouldn't have touched it, but it seemed like it was stuck. That's not how you spell canceling. Wait, how do you spell canceling? They use one L. Actually two, right? You think I can just go into that is SSHM for this? Oh, interesting. Okay. Hyper backup. Not happy with you. How do I force stop it? That didn't let me stop it. Front Range Christian Church. That's weird. Yeah, should I use Cloudsync instead? Let's see. Would that be better? Which one's better? Okay, but according to the comments above, you may know which one is the winner. Why didn't you just... So there's actually no recommendation here. Okay, what are the cons of Cloudsync? No incremental updates. I don't know. Well, I'm very disappointed in Cloud Backup at the moment. I gotta say. Really cramping my style. My style is cramped. Head to toe, cramped. Cramped up. All cramped up. My style. It's no good. I don't know what to do. Okay, backing up. So, So see. Mm-hmm. If the one-way upload feature is enabled, however, this package only retains the current version while your files on your Synology managed by the cloud service use supports versioning. This package only retains the current version of all files on your Synology NAS with the cloud service. You use supports versioning. You can create multi-version backup tasks. I mean, I guess the only reason I'm considering this is the Cloudsync I have is working. And Hyper Backup not working. So, you know. Backup and restore performance low. What does that mean? Backup and restore performance low. That's a little weird. So this syncs whenever changes are made. I mean, is this better? Is this better? Yeah. Huh. I don't know. I just know that this sucks, is what I know. And I know that it's stuck and that it's been stuck for a while. And it seemed like it was even stuck before we got to this point. So I don't know. Anyway, also, this is annoying. So I don't know. We have a start. We did a little bit of tidying. I feel like this was not the most productive stream, but I'm going to go kind of rabbit hole on this other thing for a while. And instead of doing that on stream, I'm also going to eat breakfast really late now that it's lunchtime. Okay, and I'm going to call soon. Anyway, so bye, Duraj. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Bye.